welcome to Tom's Tips. Today we're going to talk about oils. You get a lot of questions. People want to know what kind of oils to do, cooking this, cooking that, making this, making that. So we're going to go through oils today. We're going to start right at the top. We'll start out with the king of oils, and that's olive oil. Now you have to be careful when you buy olive oil. You want extra virgin olive oil, which is the top of the line, the top of the grade. Extra or virgin olive oil is usually cold pressed twice. If it just says virgin olive oil, it's probably been cold pressed once. And sometimes you'll find olive oils that are mixed. So it'll say virgin olive oil, but it'll be mixed with a couple other grades of olive oil. So there is extra virgin olive oil, there's virgin olive oil, and there's regular olive oil, or what they say pure olive oil. But again, it's probably not pure. That olive oil is probably made from a pressing of extra virgin or virgin olive oil that didn't go right. So what they do is they take that and mix it with some of the good stuff, and so it's all dependent on the price. When you see the price, they put $6.99 for a quart. Folks, it's not extra virgin olive oil, okay?
So you get what you pay for.
Get what you pay for. That's right, guys. We got an olive oil here from Jennifer's in Napanee, so we like to support our local merchants. So when you're looking for olive oils, stop in and see Jennifer in Napanee in her little shop, and she's got seasoned oils. In fact, this one happens to be what? This one's basil. Yeah, this one's basil olive oil, so it's flavored basil's olive oil. So that's olive oil. So we took care of olive oil. Also available in the spray can, which is great to use for things, so keep that in mind. So the second one we're going to move on to is canola oil. You can see my bottle of canola oil is just about half. It also comes in spray. Canola oil is probably the best oil for you. Hey, folks, I'm looking at notes here. I can't remember all this stuff. What you want, with an oil, you want to look for a good ratio of omega oils, like 6 omega to 3 fats. And that makes it a good oil. When you get oils that start to get up 6, 7, and 8 fats, then you're having problems. We're going to get into one of those later. So canola oil is probably the best all-around oil for you to use cooking. Okay? It will take a pretty high temperature of heat. By the way, extra virgin olive oil doesn't take a real high temperature of heat, but canola oil will take your heat. So it's good. It's a good one to do your basic cooking with, basic oil to have. All right. Then the next one is peanut oil. Again, a little expensive, a little on the expensive side compared to canola. It will take the highest heat, and it's a great oil to use when you're stir frying. And if you want to talk about the omega, the ratios, omega is like 6, and the fats in peanut oil is like 3.6. So that's getting a little close to where you're gonna maybe not want to use a lot of peanut oil. Okay.
Are you throwing those in the disposal?
Okay. So I want to say this is new. It's not new. It's been around for a long time, but using it has become kind of a new thing in cooking. That's coconut oil. Now, coconut oil has a lot of good benefits. The fats in coconut oil are easily turned into energy, so when you use coconut oil, you're going to go out and burn it up, okay? Yeah. It's not something you want to use in marinades or dressings because it goes to a solid. You can see in this jar here, that's a solid in there.
Let me have that. Look at that.
Okay? And it's a great oil to be using when you're baking.
I love making popcorn in it.
Popcorn in it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is...
Could you spread that on your body and go outside and tan?
Sure. Probably burn you.
I'd smell good, though, wouldn't I?
Nobody wants to imagine that, Chad.
The next thing we want to talk about, I'm going down the sequence things here of uses of folks, and these are the things that I have all the time. The first 3 here, and clarified butter. Now you will see clarified butter called Ghee, G-H-E-E. The difference between clarified butter and ghee is with clarified butter, you heat the butter until the solids go to the bottom. You suck off the top, and that's the clarified part. If you're doing ghee, you even go further, and those solids on the bottom begin to caramelize, and it even makes it pure. But I just use clarified butter, have it right by the stove. It's easy to use with your eggs. Easy to take a scoopful out when you're frying your eggs or whatever. So those are the basics that I think you have to have in your pantry.
Now, is that salted or unsalted butter?
That's unsalted. I like it. You could use salted if you want, but unsalted, then you can control the salt in your dish. Okay, so now we're going to start on the next series of oils. Again, probably a new one for everybody that everybody's using is avocado oil. If olive oil is the king, then this is the queen. Okay? You can use it all the same way that you use olive oil. It gives you a little flavor. So you want to be careful if you're using it in a dish where you don't want to get that avocado oil flavor, okay? So you may not want to use it there. It will take a high smoke point, so you can use it to stir fry. You want to stir fry vegetables, you can stir fry them in it. Now, the secret to this one is, okay, and we'll put this on the website when we put under the website, we put thing up. You can make your homemade mayo with this.
Oh, that'd be so good.
So yeah. It's pretty simple. It's 2 eggs, a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, a cup of avocado oil, and salt, and you've got it. And the nice thing about it is there's no sugar or artificial preservatives in it. So avocado oil is a great one. So, and again, it also comes in a spray can, so you can use it. Okay? Now, we're going down into some of the other ones here you may see. Sunflower oil is going to be similar. This takes a high smoke point, so it's going to be similar to your canola oils or your peanut oils. It's supposed to fight low cholesterol, or high cholesterol, lower bad cholesterol, and boost your energy again. It's like a coconut one, okay? Then you go into grapeseed oil. Now, you got to be careful when you buy grapeseed oil, because grapeseed oil is sold 2 ways. It's sold for you to apply to your skin, and you want to make sure if you're going to cook with it, you don't buy the stuff that you're going to rub on your face, okay? So you just make sure that you buy the one that's labeled for food, because when they make it for skin products, they don't refine it as much and get some of the stuff out of it. The next thing is just plain old sesame oil. Sesame oil is great for flavor. Sesame oil flavors everything. You can put it in soups, salads. It's great in stir fries. Have a little bottle to drizzle over your soup, or drizzle over a salad, or drizzle over anything, really. You be careful that you get a good sesame oil, because there are some that, there's a light sesame oil, which is called white, and then there's a darker sesame oil, which is what we have. What we have there is a darker sesame. And lighter sesame oil is more for salads.
Okay.
This is great for cooking and in Chinese stuff. If you got a Chinese recipe and it calls for sesame oil, you want the dark.
Little tip here from behind the camera this time is that sesame oil, if you watch a lot of the Food Network shows and some of those shows, they will tell you that use an eyedropper when you're using sesame oil, because if you get a little heavy-handed with it, it will dominate a dish. So use an eyedropper or one of the big food droppers that you can buy at any one of your local mega marts, is one of my favorite celebrities always says. Use a dropper, that way you can get it on and you can control it.
Exactly.
See, I'm the opposite. I like to just pour it into everything because it tastes so good.
There's a couple other ones that I have here in my pantry. These are all the ones from my pantry. There are many, many other ones. This is walnut oil. Now, walnut oil is kind of special. It's rich and nutty, as it would say, that being walnut. It's pretty good with the fatty acids. You don't want to cook with this. You want to use this uncooked or in baking.
Okay.
You don't want to put this in a wok and cook something with it, stir fry something with it, because, you know. Now, here's another one, another recipe here. We'll post this one too. You can make homemade hazelnut spread with this.
Oh, nice.
Gosh.
So you just use cocoa powder and some maple syrup and walnut oil, and you put it in a blender and make it till it's creamy, and you save yourself a whole bunch of money. Tastes like Nutella. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
That's all right.
You put hazelnuts in there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
And
What's that,
the last one I have here is green tea oil.
I have never seen that before.
Now, I'll tell you my secret here, or not my confession. I went in my cabinet and I looked and I found it and I went, what the heck is this? Oh, green tea oil. I wonder why I bought this. So I'm going to read to you here. It's a greenish colored oil. It can be used in a range of cooking. Take seafood, tossed in pasta, salads, and used in base marinades. It's great for healthy cooking. And it will, but it may solidify at a low temperature. So, but I never used it. You can see the bottle is unsealed, so I must have bought it for some reason. Okay, now you may have noticed when we were doing all this, there's one oil that was missing.
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil, and why? Because we don't want you to use it. Vegetable oil. I let the name kind of fool you. Vegetable oil can be oils from almost anything. We can go out in the backyard and make oil, and with grass and dandelions and everything, and call it vegetable oil. So the best thing to do is just don't use it. Use canola rather canola oil rather than vegetable oil. Okay.
I might have been committing a kitchen sin, especially being part of cooking together, because I think that's what I have in my pantry right now. So, but now I know.
Now you know. Hey, listen, hang around Grandpa. You're going to learn. Okay?
Great.
All right. So I guess easiest way here is to kind of sum it up. Say, this is what we do. This makes it easy for your oils. We keep them in these kind of containers. That makes them easy to use. You don't make a mistake and pour too much in because you're controlling it with, that way. So these, a buck at the dollar store and you're all set.
Buck at that 60 pennies store.
Yeah, 60 pennies. Okay, I guess what we can do is we can summarize here. I'll do it real quick. Number one, forget vegetable oil. Don't use it. Okay, just don't buy it. When there's high heats needed, your canola oil, your sunflower oil, your sesame oil, your peanut oil, your grapeseed oil, your clarified butter, and your avocado oil will all work. Okay? At low heat, your EVOO is great. Any of your olive oils are fine there. Without heat, the hazelnut oil, the walnut oil we had there. And there are other ones. There's flaxseed oil and hemp oil and things you can use at a low temperature. And with or without heat, sesame oil, avocado oil, EVOO, okay?
All right.
So that's your oil. So I'm going to get oiled up. Now that we've gone through the oils, keep sending your questions in, because this all started with somebody sending me an email and saying, hey, how do I use this oil? So this is the way. And again, probably for your pantry, have your peanut oil, your olive oil, your canola oil, and maybe some coconut oil, and make yourself some clarified butter, and you're all set. The other ones, the next thing I would buy is avocado oil. Okay? So that's it for cooking together today. Check the cookbook, check the website, check Facebook, check Instagram.
You got them.
Check them all those. Yep. Okay. Cheers.